Sri Hibi Eden.
थैंक यू सर। सर ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण बिल है और मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि सब वरिष्ठ सांसद लोग, क्योंकि this is not a day-to-day affair of any parliament member here, but I would like to make sure that this bill is treated as very important because there are many aspects of this bill. Sir, recycling of ships 2019. I understand that this bill is introduced on the basis of the Hong Kong Convention. And when we introduce the bill, the title of the bill itself is misguiding, as it's written as Recycling of Ships 2019. Actually, the entire ships industry is called as the ship breaking industry. And the recycling part, the Honorable Minister have to mention how much it has been done in the past years as well. Sir, the major concern is India has deposited the instrument of accession to the Hong Kong Convention with the IMO Secretary General as recently as on 28 November 2019. Sir, आज 3 दिसंबर है सर, 5 या 6 दिन पहले हमने इसके भाग हुआ है और why does the parliament have to rush through the without any adequate deliberations? Why does the parliament go into a bill which has a huge importance, which has a huge environmental aspect, which has to also be a part of the aquatic life, which has to be a part of the employment, the safety aspects, the labor aspects as well. So, sir, the bill which is going to be, the bill which is already presented is in a hurry, haste, and the reasons are unknown. Sir, the Hong Kong Convention is stated to be the reason of the enactment of the Recycling of Ship Bills 2019, which has not even come into effect. The Hong Kong Convention, if it has to come into effect, will come only into force only after 2 years, after 15 states, representing 40% of the world merchant shipping by gross tonnage and 3% of recycling tonnage for the previous 10 years have either signed it without reservation as to ratification, acceptance or approval, or have deposited instruments of ratification, acceptance, approval, or accession with the Secretary General. Sir, when this is discussed, we should also understand that the date of India's joining the convention, the number of states required to bring the convention into force, the further tonnage and recycling volumes are needed for the convention can come into the force. So the Hong Kong Convention has to still come into force. Only after it has come into force after 2 years and the particular tonnage is accepted, this bill is a valid bill, sir. Sir, the top 5 ship recycling countries in the world, between them accounting for more than 98% of the ship recycling by gross tonnage are Bangladesh, China, India, Pakistan and Turkey. Sir, out of these only 2 countries, India and Turkey, have now become the parties of the Hong Kong Convention. Sir, China, Bangladesh and Pakistan have not yet parties of the Hong Kong Convention. Sir, even the Hong Kong Convention has been subjected to severe criticism. One of the major criticism of the Hong Kong Convention is the shipping industry upholds the Hong Kong Convention as the only solution for shipbreaking conditions globally. The Hong Kong Convention has strongly criticized for not providing standards that will ensure safety and environmentally sound ship recycling. Sir, many NGOs globally have made their concerns. Organizations like the Greenpeace have already raised the concerns regarding the environmental impact of the Hong Kong Convention. Sir, the Honorable Supreme Court of India have raised concerns, and many of times they have referred Basel Convention as a model. So there is a huge difference between the Basel Convention and the Hong Kong Convention. I believe that the government should take a very adequate step in understanding the basic differences and which convention is exactly suitable for a country like India, sir. Sir, we all know you are coming from the state of Gujarat. Alang is one of the biggest ship-breaking industries in the entire country. Sir, ship-breaking industries are considered to be the hell on earth. Sir, the safety standards, the problems faced by the laborers are something which can't be described in this parliament because it has huge impact on their day-to-day lives. The health hazards, the chemicals which are brought in by the ships, there are certain safety aspects which has to be monitored, which has been also mentioned in the conventions as well. Sir, the environmental aspect is something very huge we have to very carefully look upon. Sir, the marine aquatic life is badly going to be affected when the industry takes its role in the Hong Kong Convention. Sir, we all know when we talk about pollution, air pollution is something which we all suffer, especially in a state like Delhi. We all are victims of air pollution. Sir, a huge marine life. We all must have seen the Discovery Channel or the National Geographical Channel, where we can see more colors of life than on the land, or by artists, or by designs, or by certain many different aspects of designs we can see. But the major component, a colorful life, the aquatic life, the immense number of aquatic creatures which we have only seen on the screen are disturbed, are destroyed. Their ecosystem has been disturbed in a very, very, very difficult manner. So the fishermen community of our country, including Kerala, including Gujarat, we have a huge coastal line, sir, including Tamil Nadu. Sir, the major fishermen community is going to have a huge setback when this bill is being passed. Sir, the environmental impact, as I said, we know globally the climatic condition has been changing, and the rise of heat in the oceans, the amount of fish catch is becoming less, the amount of salt content in the oceans are rising, which are all hazards and cautious steps to be taken by the industry, fishing industry. Especially, I would have also been very eager to see the Honorable Minister of Fishing also to be a part of this discussion, because it is the other side of the coin which is going to be affected badly. The day-to-day livelihood of the fishermen community is going to be worstly affected, sir. Sir, Har Ghar Jal is a very important project of the government. Drinking water should reach by 2024 to every household. Sir, where is the water source? I had asked the Honorable Minister about the water source, and oceans are a huge source where desalination plants can be used. But sir, those water sources, bodies are going to be, sir, highly polluted by this industry. Sir, the bill is also relevant for the shipbreaking now carried on the ship repairing unit of Silk in Kerala, sir, the Steel Industries Limited, Kerala. Sir, if ships are broken down safe, beaching in Alang, in the shipbreaking yards of Gujarat, in Alikal, in Kannur, sir, ships are broken down while they are in the waters. So, there are states which are not following many of the standards given by the many industries, still prevailing but still working, sir. I agree on the employment aspect of the industry, where thousands of youngsters of this country get job on this aspect. But sir, environment is something which we have to very closely look upon. Sir, breaking ships while in inland water wreaks havoc in the ecosystem and affects fishermen. The bill in the present form does not prohibit the hazardous ship being breaking operations like the beaching and dismantling in waters as well, sir. Sir, this is a very important aspect. Sir, I would like the government's attention. Have the government taken the note of contradiction between the Basel Convention and the Hong Kong Convention? Especially since the Basel Convention by the Supreme Court have been referred in a number of cases. Also finds mentions in the Hazardous Waste Management Handling and Transboundary Movement Rules 2008. Sir, has the government taken note of the various criticisms of the Hong Kong Convention raised by the Special Rapporteur of the United Nations and the Human Rights Council? Sir, has the government taken note of the criticism that the Hong Kong Convention gives an unfair advantage to the ship owners as well, sir? Has the government taken note of the fact that none of the European nations is not a part of the Hong Kong Convention and has adopted their own Ship Recycling Regulation Act 2013? Sir, why is India or some of the third world countries or the developing countries becoming a part of this industry? Not just the employment is not only the factor, but sir, many of the developed countries doesn't want these hazardous chemicals, doesn't want the environmental impact in their communities, in their countries. That is the reason why we are being a victim of this industry, sir. Sir, substantial number of ships for breaking comes in the Europe, and the government has taken note of the impact on a national statute. Could have an industry which employs thousands when a Hong Kong Convention has not come into force. Sir, the persons who would stand for the benefit of the bill in its present form being enacted in a statute, that too at this point of time when the international law on this subject is itself a state of flux. Is the shipbuilding industry lobby a part of this, sir? Sir, the government seems to be hand in glove with them to that the existing environmental norms regarding the handle of hazardous waste and affirmed Honorable Supreme Court's judgment be floated with the impunity under the garb of a new enactment. Sir, this is serious concern raised by the people involved in the industry. Sir, thousands employed in the shipbreaking industry will determinedly be affected as working conditions will continue to remain deplorable, sir. Sir, due to the haste deployment by the government, the ship recycling industry in India will determinedly affected in the long run, sir, as the major countries in this, like the China, Bangladesh and Pakistan, are still watching on the sidelines without joining the Hong Kong Convention and have not evolved a national law in the line of the convention. This is because, sir, major lacuna of the convention that facilitate the party flagships after reflagging non-party to be sent ship recycling facility in a non-party recycling state. Sir, does the government realize that Pakistan, China and Bangladesh may stand to benefit to the cost of Indian ship recycling industry? Sir, I am concluding, sir. Sir, these are major concerns, sir. As a parliamentarian, I am raising, sir. This bill is unwanted. This bill is untimely. This bill is unethical. So I would urge the government to withdraw the bill, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.